What's going on, Reds? Hope you're doing well and having a much better day than yesterday, because yesterday, let's face it, was a shit show. No one, absolutely no one comes out of that game with any sort of credibility. Nothing. Not even Luis Diaz. And even yesterday, I was saying, well, maybe Diaz comes out with it. Man, fuck that, nobody. But you know what? That being said, though, I did say this is Jurgen Klopp's last dance, and I'm not going to spend too much time dwelling on what happened yesterday, because I do feel that yesterday was an anomaly. I don't see that happening again. Be it the kind of cathartic release of emotion from the previous week. Yes, we had Anfield the game before against Chelsea. So you know what? The crowd kind of like carried everybody and took everybody a little bit further. But yesterday we were found wanting. We were absolutely exposed. Arsenal knew exactly what they were going to do with us, and we fell for it. Like Little Red Riding Hood, being fooled by the wolf in grandma's clothing. Arsenal was like, go on, you guys have the ball at the back, and then just squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed until there was nothing left. Empty. That's what it was. And that's how I felt coming out of that game. Absolutely piss poor from us. So look, we made it in that first half. We made it super easy for Arsenal just to play their game. We didn't put any pressure on them. And it was just a lot of nothingness. We were just kind of pushing the ball around. There was no focal point. And you know what? I understand. And that's why I said I'm not going to focus too much on the negative things. But you know what? This is a match review, so I've got to give you my thoughts. But it was super frustrating. We didn't have a focal point. There was no Nunes to actually, there was no release for us. Every time I saw McAllister and Curtis Jones on the left-hand side trying to play triangles, and I can see Trent on the other side of the field, and I'm thinking just 1-2 passes and we threw, but we didn't see it. Yes, we saw that kind of thinking near the end of the half, and I think where we equalized through an own goal from Arsenal, and even the beginning parts of the second half, but then we just lost that at the end. So, a lot of this discombobulation, a lot of confusion. We looked confused. But you know what? I've got to give, don't say I'm not magnanimous. Arsenal played us off the park yesterday. They absolutely battered us. Let's be 100% real about that, okay? We had no answer. Absolutely nothing for them. And fair play to them. We played into their hands perfectly. What I knew coming in was that Arsenal loves space. Arsenal wants you to attack. So I thought for myself, like, hang on, why don't we surprise them? Why don't we surprise them? But we decided to play heavy metal football, all guts, but no glory at the end of the day, if one can put it that way. And so Jorginho and Declan Rice had a field day. So, but you know what? I can't complain. It means that, it's another third party into the title race. And you know what? Maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe that's not a bad thing. I mean, the thing is that the talk of us being in a title race has always been kind of like iffy about it. But, I still think that we're in for a good shout. It just means that it's just a 3-horse race now. But, after that first half, again, it was really shit. Same as what it was in the FA Cup. Also really, really not getting up to races. But we managed to get a goal just before the end of the half. And I thought, you know what, that's what we really needed. And I could see there was a marked change in the attitude of everybody around us. But you know what? We couldn't carry that optimism through into the second half, because holy crap did we shit the bed in that second half. I don't know what the hell happened. Look, Alisson will get a pass with me. If Alisson did this till the rest of the season the way he played yesterday, I would still give him a pass, because we would not be in a position where we are in today. So Alisson gets a bye from me, so I'm not even gonna fucking sweat that guy. It was an awkward one. I thought that Van Dijk should have handled it, or at least better communication with it. Was Ali saying this or that? But as a centre half, I'm not a centre half. I don't play Premier League football. I don't pretend to be a professional Premier League player. But one thing I do know is that as a centre half, you don't let the ball bounce. You either head that ball out for a fucking corner kick or a goal kick or whatever, but you don't let that ball bounce. And Van Dijk let that ball bounce. And so they were able to get in and score a little sneaky one. Same with the second goal. I can't blame Ali. Van Dijk gets a slight touch in it, which completely takes Ali out of the game. And that makes it 3-1. So, oh yeah, and Konate gets a red. So it was just a bad day at the office, guys. But you know what? That being said, though, I'm glad we had this moment. I'm glad we're done with it. We can put this to bed now. We don't have to play Arsenal again for the rest of the season. I think we've got Burnley up next at home. So, these are all pretty good. Forget about the Reds. It's only our second defeat of the season. There's still 15 games to play. 15. There's still a hell lot of games to play. And this race hasn't run yet. Everybody's already written. Everybody, that's normal. He will write you off. You lose one game. But I still think that with 5 games to go, that's when we're gonna actually see. And let's see if this Arsenal team has what it takes. So their supporters obviously are just fucking unbearable, of course, as they should be. Because we gave them a lot of shit this week. But you know what? They were out there celebrating. Arteta was celebrating like he'd won the fucking Champions League. But you know what? That's what they are. They are just a fucking corny-ass club. They always do corny things. And yesterday was no exception. But you know what? Enjoy it, Arsenal. You deserve it. You absolutely battered us. So you know what? Who am I to say for anything? Reds. And again, this match review comes a little bit later because I was not in the mood to make it yesterday the way I was feeling. But be that as it may, we go again. We got Burnley up next, Reds. We're going to carry on. We play at Anfield next time. Do me a favor, if you're in, hit me up with a like. It really helps the channel. At least cheer me up with a like, do me that favor. But Reds, thanks so much for watching. I'm sorry it's not a very insightful or any deep kind of like meaningful video. I'm still gutted for yesterday, but the positive thing is that game is over. We've got a whole week now to sit and rest and repair and let people get ready. I was so happy to see Thiago Alcantara yesterday. He looks a bit rusty, but damn, he's going to be good. I saw glimpses of good play by Raan Gravenberch. People forget that he's only 21 years old and there's a lot of expectation around him, to hit the goal running. But there's a good player in there, a really, really good player in there. And I could see moments of it. Only, sometimes he gets caught out by the pace of the Premier League, but he's going to get used to things like that. So just let's have patience, please, people. There's 15 games left. This season is far from over. And there are so many more things for us to be excited about, okay? So I don't want to hear none of that fucking shit about, us feeling sorry for ourselves. It's done. It's over. Let's forget about the game. Let's move on, Ren, and let's go on to the next ones. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.